So starting off this video off, let's look at this before we talk about Amarius Mims. So this is Brad Robbins as a snapper, which is not really surprising at all, but he is bad snap holding drills on a slightly wet field. Money Mac hitting the ball on Candace with the ideal snap to kick timing, about 1.2 to 1.3 seconds. Punter Brad Robbins is the holder. And this is exactly what's happening. So it's the idea that the snap is bad, it's wet, it's raining, it's a mess out, right? And there's a bunch of problems. And you can see Money Mac right here perfecting his hand field goal techniques. No, I'm just kidding. The whole point is just, again, bad snap, getting the ball lined up, getting the ball perfect and ready for the kick, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, in the perfect world, kicking conditions are perfect. But in reality, that's just not how NFL works. That's football works. Sometimes the kicking conditions, it's snowy, it's rainy out. You have to be able to get the football, get it set up, and get it ready to kick within milliseconds. So that's number one. Number two is this, and this is not really surprising at all. And if we don't see this, I would be more surprised if we didn't see this throughout the whole entire summer. So usually backups and rookies, they don't usually get first team reps. Usually they are backups and rookies for a reason, right? They are just, they kind of sit back and watch how things go, get second, third team reps, and that's it. But because Amarius Mims is a situation where he's going to be the future of this team, he's going to be our future franchise right tackle, he's already getting first team reps. And this also kind of goes with the volume of we have a guy in Trent Brown that we're very confident in and we believe can play at a very high level because he has a lot of different places in the NFL. So that's another situation. It's not like, Trent Brown, well, yes, we want to make sure he's acclimated in our scheme. We also know that he knows what he's doing, right? At the end of the day, he knows how to play right tackle at a high level. So it's better, if anything, just to kind of split reps between Amarius Mims and Trent Brown. It doesn't mean that Trent Brown automatically is going to lose his job to Amarius Mims. And as I said before, I think even if Amarius Mims goes out there and just looks like the best thing ever, I don't think this is going to change any perspective from any of our coaches on who the starter is. It's still going to be Trent Brown. At the end of the day, this is the dream scenario, and it's actually just part one of the dream scenario. You have a guy in Amarius Mims who you're able to kind of groom, work on and perfect while he sits behind Trent Brown. And as he's getting first team reps, Orlando Brown is sitting there watching him and giving him pointers. That's one thing that was really awesome to see the last couple of days was how much, Amarius Mims is pretty much glued to the side of he's kind of glued to the side of Orlando Brown, listening to everything he has to say. He's telling him, hey, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. And you're not going to get you're not going to be able to really hear that type of advice unless you're playing against the first team starters. Unless you're playing against players like Trey Hendrickson, playing against players like Sam Hubbard. Because at the end of the day, I love our backups, but you're not really going to get any type of real feedback unless you're playing against the best. Because at the end of the day, if we did have to put him at right tackle, starting right tackle, which again, we do not because we have Trent Brown, we would in sense be going against players like, Matabuke for the Ravens, or TJ Watt for the Steelers, or of course, Myles Garrett for the Brownies. So we need to get this, guy up to par where we don't have to force him as quick, but it's nice to, kind of get him some good reps and see how he can play. And this is going to happen all season. It's going to happen all off season, preseason, stuff like that. Very excited about that and awesome. And also, I want to address this real fast. One of my last videos, I went a little crazy saying like, oh, I'm never going to get a Jermaine Burton jersey because the fact he's 81 and that was obviously Irv Smith's number. I was being dramatic in the video because whenever I talk about Irv Smith in my videos, I always go like crazy over dramatic about it because I do dislike the fact he was a bust for us. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to not get someone's jersey because the fact that a player did bad for us and wore that jersey. Just a little side note. The reason why I'm not getting number 81, because there has been a lot of great 81s in Bengals history outside of, Irv Smith being a bust. So again, like I said, it was just kind of like me being over dramatic. But the reason why I'm not getting his jersey is because I truly believe he's going to change his number to number 3. So I'm not going to get someone's jersey if they're going to, in theory, eventually change their number to number 3. So that's kind of how I look at things. Again, like I said, if you follow the channel, I know a lot of people are probably understood, but if you follow the channel, I'm always over the top when it comes to Irv Smith, because he was supposed to be the guy that we were so excited for to be so great for us, and that obviously ends up not being that great at all and being a trash. So I just overdo it with him. But with that being said, nothing against Jermaine Burton. I'm very excited about him. I just truly believe he'll change his number to number 3. And once he does that, then I'll get the number 3 jersey. So number 81, yes, there has been some great players in the past, number 81, and nothing to take away from them. And after doing the video, I kind of looked back at it, and I kind of was like, dang, man, I really went over the top for no reason. Like, one player, also, a little side note here, because someone said also T.O. was number 81 when we had him. And again, like I said, a number can never be ruined by a player. That's another thing. Like I said, I apologize because I think I did upset some people, and I should have went so over the top. I just do that every single time when it comes to Irv Smith, because he's Irv Smith. Like, I'm going to go over the top a little bit with him. But again, like I said, I do apologize for anyone I did upset, because I know there are a lot of great Bengals players from history that are number 81. So, again, but man, Irv Smith, though. Every time I think of 81 right now, all I think about Irv Smith. But I'm going to kind of program my brain here to think about other guys from history, number 81. Because again, like I said, there are some really good players from history, number 81. But it's just, I guess, my recency bias of Irv Smith and how annoying he was for us always gets in it clouds my better judgment, as they would say. But guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. And again, I will have a video out tonight for the content release schedule. I keep calling content release. It's literally just a release schedule. Also, a little side note here. I actually did want to preface this by saying that there is actually an update for our Week 1 game. We are actually playing at home versus New England. So at first, it was like speculated that we're going to play Commanders. A lot of different sources that we're going to play the Commanders Week 1. Well, it's not the Commanders. It's going to be New England Week 1 against Drake May. And this will be in Cincinnati. So, very exciting for that reason. But with that being said, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next month.